Hi, hello, happy Sabbath and Shabbat Shalom. Well, this week has been a real interesting, in air quotes, interesting week. I went to move the hay bales that we bought last week, and to do it I need to put this fork on the tractor. Well, I went to start it and it wouldn't start, so I had to tear the side off of it to get the starter out, clean it up, and get it running. Well, in the process of doing that, I also had to clean the fuel pump and everything because it was crapped out, and the fuel filter, so it's got a new filter on it, and it's not full of water and oil and sludge at the moment. Anyhow, but now the fuel filter pump is leaking, and the top return line decided to break while I was process of bleeding the lines, so I've got to work on the broken banjo fitting on it to put the fuel return line back in action. And so one problem come from another, but so yeah, and in the process I've been trying to jump it and everything. Running, I had Big Red sitting right here, which literally the door opened up over this hole, so it was a trick to get in and out of here with that extra 1.5 feet of a hole. It's almost 3 feet to the floorboard. I had to pretty much lift up and get up on the floorboard with my knee on that truck from hanging out in space the way it did, and I got in and out. I'm used to rock climbing, so it wasn't terribly hard for me. And well, it decided to go on the blink, and Thursday night the battery on it died, so I had to go yesterday, and go to the store and change that out. So it's got a new battery in it that I put in yesterday. And now Walmart has a policy that they didn't used to have. Used to be they go in there and say, yep, okay, you know, we're swapping it. Now it took an hour charging and testing and cycling through a machine in their service shop before they do it. So I had to waste another hour of my day just waiting on them running a test. However, test came back exactly what I knew it would be, and that was the battery was bad, so they swapped it out for me. Thankfully, I always keep receipts. Well, usually I screwed up one time and threw out some receipts, and then really wished I hadn't, because the product I bought was terrible, and well, won't do that again. So anyhow, over here, this battery has been waiting a long time to be charged, so I took it out, I put it on trickle charge, and it didn't want to really charge very much, because this thing's been sitting still so long. I swept a big pile of acorn shells and rat manure and crap or something manure out of there, and I need to do it again. I need to blow it out with the leaf blower. So yeah, I've got it in here on charge on this little tiny trickle charger. It took a long time to even get it to start charging. Literally what happened is this little trickle charger that's on it, it's a little dinky thing, and it ain't meant to, it's just a little 12-volt wall adapter with a couple extra circuits and a set of battery clips on it. It's really pathetic. I don't remember even what I paid for it, but it's pretty dismal. But it's just that little circuit there that's now saying it's charging. And at first, it was down to around 8.8 volts or something from sitting, and it wouldn't even really want. I tried to charge for a little while, and it'd stop and say it's bad. I mean, I'd take it off, clip it back on, it'd go a while and say it's bad. Now it's been on there for near 24 hours or so, and I think it feels that it's doing some good. It isn't complaining and stopping. I was trying to make myself a homemade battery charger from a tool battery charger from a Ryobi but the rectifier burned up. I had it on here for a very short period of time, and the little rectifier just completely incinerated. So now I'm busy cobbling together a more elaborate system that'll have a better rectifier, which I have the rectifiers around here in one of these little bags somewhere over there. It's probably that one up on the top. Anyhow, but they take that rectifier, and it's a 1,000-volt rectifier, and I will try to hook it up to one of the heat sinks and one of the junk computers in the back. And I've got some fans out of a microwave oven, and the theory is put them all together probably in a hardwood, or if not hardwood, plywood box, big enough to hold the transformer, the plugs, and everything. It won't be high amperage, but it'll be high coolage. In other words, it won't be designed to put out very many amps, but it'll be designed to bear up under the load of the amps it puts out and not burn up the rectifier again. I certainly hope, because I think I paid $10 or something before shipping and tax for that rectifier, this 1,000-volt rectifier. I don't remember what I paid, but it wasn't supposed to be high amperage, but I think I got one that was in pretty good amperage. I honestly don't know what. Mom filled up my toolbox with some tools, but they're not heavy tools, they're just fluffy tools, so it's still easy to move. I think this is the rectifier. Yeah, alright. So that rectifier right there, hopefully, in fact, I think there's two of them in there. I'm going to take them up to the house, and I will use them in my project. One of them, not both of them. The other rectifier I want to use for a 120-volt desulfation circuit, which is not really a battery charger. It's designed literally to try to desulfate dead batteries. And then I can go around collecting all my old batteries and desulfating them. Although there is another little trick I've thought about doing on them before I go in to actually desulfate them, and that is to put some baking soda in there and convert at least some of the lead sulfate into sodium sulfate, because in theory I can strip some of the sulfation off. One of the ideas I had, and I may do it still, is tear all the batteries apart and cobble them together into one or maybe two very large storage batteries that have potentially all the amp hours of all the batteries, and at anywhere from either 12, 24, or literally multiple times 12 volts DC, and charge them with a 12-volt charger through a set of diodes, so that each battery is being charged as its own 12-volt cell if they go the large voltage pathway. Now, Mr. O'Malley's been in here for a week or two now. I forget. I don't even know if I wrote it down. But I watched him hop one fence. Well, I didn't watch him hop one fence. I watched him hop another fence. And so he's in here right now. I'm not going to mess with him because it's too much trouble, and he's not causing any trouble really at this point, I don't think. But another gate crasher fence jumper is in a crazy location. And that was even more weird. Apparently, Mr. Snookums here decided he wanted to get in here, and he went to the craziest place you could have possibly gone. He apparently climbed over the corner of that other fence where the brace is, just like this brace, and he hasn't figured out how to go do the same to get back out of here. He crawled through between the wire, from what I can tell, and then I went and took some twine and tied the wire together, almost effectively closing the back door on him, although he could really go over that. I thought about taking that piece of plywood and wait till he's over here and put it up against that, because then he'd really not be able to get out there so easy. I mean, not that he couldn't get out, but it'd be harder. Right now, I'm not going to worry about him. He's not in here hurting anything. He was harassing Mercury over here. I think tomorrow or sometime not too long from now, I'll take Bismuth out. He's getting a little too manly, and Mr. Snookums is only encouraging him. So I put Bismuth in with the other little boys. Yeah, Bismuth, you're getting just a little too manly for my likes. And if Mom's worried that his sister Mercury is pregnant by now, and who knows, she might be. Dinner. Bismuth, we're going to have to deliver you to a new field. Yes. Dinner, squitchy. Yes. Goldilocks. Mercury. Snippy snap. Yes. Yes, Goldilocks, what you doing? Everybody I'm either a scratching post or something, or finger food. Yeah, squitchy. She loves to scratch her head on my... Oh. Quit eating my camera. She literally was grabbing a hold of the viewfinder with her mouth. She could break that thing off. Alright. So, some of my seedling experiment has proven good. So I've got a little bit of grass growing up in here. Hopefully it'll live through the winter, get rooted in. For some reason, Daisy's gimp hasn't gone away. In fact, she almost looks like she's got a real good injury on her leg that I probably have to have looked at. She gets around with it, but it's stiff-legged on her, and I don't know why. I'll have to probably go and have a vet look at her or something, I don't know. And then, of course, Sally, she's just being a little baby. And then Sam's still being wild. And these boys over here beating each other bloody. Although we got about 7 inches of rain in the last week or so, it hasn't done much for the grass because of the cold weather and the fact the boys are trampling everything into the dirt. But who knows? I don't know if the YouTube channel will pick up in the background Mom's streaming music, but I just wanted to come real quick and show you what Mom's been up to in here. Again, my celery plant is gradually growing bigger. She's been still cleaning and organizing, and admittedly, if you didn't know what it looked like before, it might be hard to recognize what it looks like differently now. And she's sifting through things, organizing it. I was hoping that my spindly pear would rehydrate being impressed with water like that, but I don't think it has. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure something out about that. It's about time I have to put the heater on, because she said it got down to 31 degrees in here last night, according to the digital thermometer, and that's a little colder than it should be. So yeah, she's been sorting and organizing and declutterizing the fasteners and things, which I'm very thankful for. And hopefully someday we'll get around to actually planting vegetables. She got herself some cute little knickknacks and things the other day, but it'd be hard to show them without turning on all the lights in the house. And, but they're just, little flowers and vases and stuff. So I kind of went back out here to not have the music in the background. But that's pretty much the most of what's been going on this week. Trying to fix the tractor that decided it didn't want to work, and then having to change the battery in the truck that decided it didn't want to work, recharging the battery in the little red that I knew was leaking out, and it was my own fault for not doing anything about it, because I forgot to pull the cable the last time I started and run it, and I knew it had an electrical leak, so I left it without doing anything about it, and it drained the battery. But still, it had over 8 volts in it, so it didn't drain too bad for I don't know, 6 to 8 months sitting there. But, so hopefully before the end of next week I'll have, don't bite my fingers. You want to eat my fingers. Yeah, I'm not finger food. This is not food. It's just fingers, not finger food. Why goats want to eat my fingers, I do not know. Yeah, so, hopefully next month, a week, I'll be able to say, oh, look, I got my tractor fixed, and so on and so forth. Oh, well, I'm so far behind. I still haven't finished that wall feeder slot boys pen thing at all. It's still unfinished, and in this weather, it's become a mess. And this place filled up with water, and I had to drain it with all the rain we had. That's pretty much all of the ongoing changes at the moment. Still got all my hay up there that I need to get properly moved and covered. So hopefully by next Sabbath I'll be onto that and be done with it even. So we shall see. I mean, I won't be doing it on the Sabbath. I'll just hopefully have it done by the next Sabbath. We'll just see how the tractor work goes. So bye for this Sabbath. We'll see you next week.